What up, Coop Group? Welcome to Alliance War Season 30, War Number 2, where SAS takes on FSI, the Syndicate. Now, I believe these guys are normally Plat 1, maybe Plat 2. Sorry, we won't fight you guys as often, but you guys, it was a good war. It was a fun war. So, yeah, let's get into it. I was assigned Ghost, Wasp, and as you see, I'm bringing in the synergy of White Magneto. That will give Ghost, which I'm going to use for 5 fights, extra attack, ability, accuracy, plus when I place down the White Magneto pre-fights, even more attack, and a extra stun for parry. So it'll be very useful. I didn't know who else to bring for other fights. I'm sure I could have brought someone else besides White Magneto to actually do more fights. I was given 5 fights this war, which is a pretty respectful amount of fights, because if you divide the 50 fights by 10 people in the battle group, it'll be 5 each. But there's always some people with more than 5, and always people with less than 5 fights per battle group. This always happens. I prefer to be above 5, but I'd rather be on average than be at 3 fights. But anyways, I'm going to be on path 1, and then I'm going to be on path 3 with Ghost. Pretty simple fights. Obviously, I can't do that Nova, which you'll see on node 24, but the fight I was most worried about was probably that Colossus, just because if you dare get parried or anything, you're just going to bleed to death. And yeah, and that Spider-Ham, the officers were most worried about me taking that fight with Ghost, but I mean, there's only one other person who take that fight, and that's Falcon, and maybe Corvus. Maybe Corvus and Proxima Synergy, as long as you burst that fight down quick. But yeah, I'm going to end up moving quickly soon, just to help give my buddy Yo Moves an extra energy and a White Magneto pre-fight, because I wasn't told where to put the pre-fights. I was told just put it wherever I want, basically. So not really sure why I was given White Magneto when I could have had someone else for other fights. But I think the officers did a great job this war, dispersing fights. So yeah, gonna get into my first fight. It's Ghost versus Tigra. It's on the node where anytime she regens, she goes unblockable. And then basically every 20 seconds, she gets a regen and an armor up. So she's going to go unblockable every 20 or so seconds. So with Ghost, as long as you don't get hit in these at the beginning of the fight, or as long as you're not trying to block when she's unblockable, this is a pretty easy fight. Now, I've done this fight with Doom, and I've seen it taken with Torch numerous times before also. I'm sure it's really easy with Archangel, as long as you just wait out the regeneration. But it's a very simple fight. I'm going to put in a power stat 1. Not sure why I backed out there. Anyways, I'm going with the advanced power boost. Very simple. I'm going to take the first 2 fights. I have a lot of advanced power boosts in the overflow, so I'm just going to use 1 or 2 this war. Pretty simple. Last time I took this fight with Ghost, I missed time to double medium because she took too long to run at me. But this time, this fight's going pretty well. She's running at me with double mediums. It's nice. Going to throw a big special 2 here. And watch this. I'm going to throw a special 3 right away. Boom. Special 3 thrown. I'm still at 100% health. I am running suicides. And as I said last war, as long as you put that hit in there really quick, right before the recoil activates for a special 3, then you're good. You'll end at 100% health. And you'll see the next fight, I'll have 100% health going into this Morningstar. Not sure why they have a Morningstar at all. On defense, it's super simple with just anyone you can take as long as they're bleed immune. Plus, this path is super ghostable. So yeah, I mean, you can easily take Morningstar with Torch because his hits are non-contact, so you wouldn't bleed with Torch anyways. So it's a very simple path for Torch or Ghost or anyone, but special 2 done. I honestly don't know why I even had a power back boost for those 2 fights at all. They were super simple fights, didn't need them. Kind of sad that I wasted a power back boost because I'm going to go low in those very soon. But yeah, I'm going to go in, going to give Yo Moves my first of 3 White Magneto pre-fights. I'm not taking any shared fights or really going to give anyone these because they didn't ask for them. But I asked him, he said, yeah, anything helps. He's taking this fight with Archangel, going to destroy it. Archangel made it go burr, as I believe Argy would say in my alliance. Tagged him. And then that Colossus fight didn't record. It was super easy. It went really well. He ran at me, and I can't throw any specials in that fight because of Chitinous Thorns. If you throw him a special, I'm just going to bleed to death, basically. So all I did is I hit him to death, and I think I threw a special 1 to finish him off, and it was super easy. But the fourth fight of this war goes with Ibom. Not sure why he's placed on this node. There are a bunch of hard nodes to put him on. You never want to hit into this guy's block anyways. Not that it does anything, but like it's pointless and explosive personality. So yeah, super easy fight. I'm boosting up for this fight and for the Spider-Ham Mini on Hazard Shift. This fight is just super quick. Power start 1 for this fight and the next fight. As you see, my buddy died to Iron Man there. He actually put his flame on, and it never activated. So with the global high ground, anytime you incinerate a high ground defender, it activates the high ground buff node even more. So that fight didn't go too well for him. He just waited for the global to go down, which is a smart thing to do. I'm going to try and get a poison on me before I throw a special 2. There's 1 poison. Perfect. Big special 2. Going to throw special 3 right here before the recoil even ticks. I did lose some health in this fight because silly me decided to parry there because he just took forever. But he's down. I think the fight time is going to be extra because that special 3, sadly. But my fights have been super quick. Straight into the Spider-Ham fight. Not going to use any potions at all this war. It's a super easy war. I mean, when I'm giving all ghost fights, and the fights are simple ghost fights, it's a very easy war. But when fights are like complicated ghost fights, like Vision Arcus, or like Nick Fury, or Doom, as people in my line say, AFO especially, then the fights are a little bit harder, and then you have to put more thought into it. Now, this fight right here, there's not much thought into it. Just don't let him evade. If he evades, I get Porker Poppered. And if I get a Porker Popper on me, then it's a big power sting, and I'm just going to die from a special. So my goal here is just don't let him evade, get to a special as soon as I can. Don't get hit by a heavy attack, and also don't get parried from a heavy attack. That's why I didn't run in there, because I don't want to get parried. You're going to see it's going to be very sketchy right here. He's waiting this out. Watch this. You'll see in a second. My timer right here, boom, it was not a crit. I got super lucky. He has 10 of his charges, 10 spider charges, and I threw a non-crit attack. That was super lucky that I didn't end up getting hit there. But yeah, I'm just going to throw this special while he dashes at me. Super easy. 2 special 2s and special 1. Again, if he evaded me, I would have got Porker Poppered, and then I would have had to wait it out, and waiting it out would have been super difficult because there's more chance of it just to reapply me because he's awakened. So yeah, 0 items used is tied 7-7 at this moment, so I couldn't have died. If I died, we would have lost this war. But we ended up winning this war. It was actually a tied 9-9, but we won on fight time. We actually had a really fast fight time, which I'm super proud of SAS for having a good fight time. Normally we're in like the 11,000s, but this time I think we're in like the 9,000, so we beat 10,000 fight time. It's actually pretty cool. I think we had some good ghosters, corvusers, and just fast attackers, so it really helped. And I was running suicides for all those fights, so it definitely helped. As you see there, we beat the 10k fight time. Ghost is at 8 fights. Red Hulk is at 1. We're kicking butt this season. Hopefully, it just keeps going and going for the rest of the season, just with the same smoothness that these past fights have been. I'm glad I've been given some easy fights. Now, yes, I'm sure I'm going to be given some complicated fights where I have to think even more. It's going to happen, especially next war. I'm given one. But yeah, just wish me luck for the rest of the season. And hopefully we end up winning some more wars, because last season we had a comeback. I'd rather not have to have comebacks. I'd rather stay in Masters and just finish the Masters. So we got this. Good job, SAS. And catch everyone later. It's Coop. Sign off. Happy gaming.